India is a land where stories are older than stone, where every legend, every whisper is alive. Tonight, I'm not just giving you fact, I'm taking you into the wild heart of India. One weird, unforgettable secret at a time. Stay close and listen. Kongthong, the village of living songs. You're wandering through a world made of music. Here, in Kongthong, Meghalaya, no one calls your name. They sing it. On train, at dawn, a mother on a hillside whistles a strange, beautiful tune, her son's song. He answers from across the valley, his melody as unique as his fingerprints. These aren't just random notes. Each villager receives a song at birth, crafted with love and memory. Lose your melody, and you lose yourself. No other place on earth does this. Some say the tradition was born from the need to call children home through dense forest. Others believe it's a magical safeguard, so even if you're lost in the mists, your song will guide you back. Listen as villagers greet one another, not with words, but with tunes that float and spiral like birdsong. Imagine your whole life summed up by music, your every memory attached to a living melody that only you and your loved ones know. As the sun climbs, the air becomes a symphony of calls and replies. Visitors are sometimes given their own song, a musical passport into this enchanted world. Could you live with a name you never say, only sing? Rupkund, Skeleton Lake. High in the Himalayas, there's a place where the dead wait for summer. Rupkund Lake lies silent most of the year, locked in ice nearly 5,000 meters above sea level. But every spring, as the snows melt, the secret comes out. Hundreds of human skeletons, their bones bleached by sun and time. Anklets still cling to feet, skulls show signs of sudden violent death. No one knows for sure who they were. Were they pilgrims, overtaken by a freak hailstorm? Warriors, lost to the mountain's wrath? Or victims of a curse no one dares speak? Local legend says the king and his entourage angered a goddess. Her revenge fell from the sky. Scientists, baffled, found skeletons of men, women, even children, some from as far away as the south of India. Rupkund is more than a mass grave. It's a place where time stops. Every summer, the dead rise, not to haunt, but to remind the living that some mysteries never melt away. Would you dare to stare down through the ice and meet the eyes of 1,000 untold stories? Karni Mata, the Rat Temple. Step inside Karni Mata Temple in Rajasthan and you'll question reality. Rats rule here. Not one, not 10, but more than 25,000, weaving between the feet of devotees and priests. In any other place, this would be a nightmare. But here, these rats are sacred. They are Kabas, believed to be the reincarnated ancestors of the Kiran people, followers of the goddess Karni Mata. The rats are protected, fed, worshipped. Priests share prasad with them, and pilgrims consider it lucky to eat food nibbled by the holy rodents. The bravest look for the rare white rat, a blessing said to bring a lifetime of fortune. At sunrise, children laugh as rats drink milk from silver bowls. At dusk, their shadows dance on the ancient stones. Why this devotion? Legend says Karni Mata pleaded with Yama, the god of death, to return her dead son. When he refused, she made a new law. Her clan would never truly die, but return as rats until reborn as humans again. Would you bow to 1,000 ancestors? Or flinch and run? Meghalaya, the living root, bridges. Here, nature doesn't just surround you, it holds you up. In the remote hills of Meghalaya, villagers don't build bridges. They grow them. For generations, the Khasi people have trained living roots of ancient fig trees to reach across gorges and rivers. They coax and weave, guiding each root to twist and braid year after year. Some bridges take half a century to finish, living, breathing architecture that grows stronger with every storm. Walking across one is like stepping into a fairy tale. Beneath your feet, roots grip rock and soil, alive and humming with energy. In monsoon season, the rivers rage, but the bridges endure, never rusting, never crumbling, forever alive. Some bridges stretch over 100 feet and can carry the weight of dozens at once. Elders say these green pathways are their inheritance, a gift to future generations. How long would you wait for a bridge to grow beneath your feet? Ladakh, Magnetic Hill. They call it Magnetic Hill, and nothing makes sense here. Tourists stare in disbelief as cars and bikes, with engines off, drift upward, defying everything they learned in school. Some swear it's a magnetic field, others blame a trick of the eye. Scientists say it's all optical illusion, but even knowing that, your mind can't accept what your eyes see. Local legends are more poetic. They say the gods placed a celestial force here to test travelers. Some claim the spirits of the mountains want to see who is truly worthy. At sunset, the shadows lengthen, and the line between science and magic blurs. Will you trust what you see, or what you feel in your bones? Srinagar, the floating post office. Here in Kashmir, the mail is carried not by truck or train, but by water. For more than a century, the postman rose through morning mist, collecting letters and parcels from fishermen, flower sellers, and houseboats. Stamps here bear the lake's image, proof that this place is real. Floods have come and war, but the floating post office never shuts its doors. It's a symbol of hope in uncertain times, of connection no matter what. Can you imagine writing a letter on a swaying desk, sending it off with a prayer, knowing it will reach the other side of the world? Because the lake and its people refuse to let distance win. Shani Shingnapur, the village with no doors. This is Shani Shingnapur, Maharashtra, a village built on trust and fear of the divine. Here, the people believe the god Shani is always watching. They say if you steal, disaster will strike before you reach the next village. For centuries, homes and even banks have remained open. No locks, no chains, only faith. Locals sleep peacefully, sure that their protector will punish any thief. When a rare crime does occur, the whole village gathers to ask forgiveness, not revenge. In a world obsessed with security, could you rest easy behind an unlocked door? Kumatapura, the Cow Dung Festival. It's called Gorahaba, and it's no ordinary festival. Every year after Diwali, the people of Kumatapura gather to launch cow dung at each other. Young and old, rich and poor, everyone joins in. It's messy, joyful, and absolutely unique. Why Sendame Tanur? Some say the ritual purifies and protects. Others believe it brings prosperity for the year ahead. But ask anyone covered from head to toe, and they'll say it's the best way to leave old grudges behind, because by the end, nobody cares about dignity, only laughter. Could you let go of pride and join in? Kumbh Mela, the world's largest gathering. Once every few years, India hosts a miracle, the Kumbh Mela. Over 100 million people gather at sacred rivers, seeking to wash away lifetimes of sin. For a month, an entire city springs up, complete with roads, hospitals, markets. Every sunrise, pilgrims descend to the water in waves. Sadhus, holy men, walk naked, their bodies painted with ash. At night, lamps float downstream, carrying prayers into darkness. It is chaos and order, devotion and spectacle, all at once. From space, it's visible as a living ocean, a testament to the power of belief. Would you brave the world's biggest crowd, just for a chance at spiritual rebirth? Bullet Baba, the motorcycle god. This is the legend of Ombana, Bullet Baba. Years ago, Ombana died in a crash on this road. His beloved bike was taken to the police station, but it returned to the accident site on its own. Again and again. Today, travelers stop to pray at the shrine. They offer flowers, coconuts, and bottles of liquor. Truck drivers believe Bullet Baba protects them from harm. Even those who doubt the tale find themselves whispering a prayer before driving on. In a land of 1,000 gods, even a motorcycle can become a guardian angel. India's weirdest secrets aren't just stories, they're living worlds. And for those willing to listen, they're invitations to feel something truly unforgettable. This is CurioCrate. Stay curious. Stay amazed.